This is Shawn with Gate City Foundation Drain, and we are on a job today in Greensboro. I should say we are back on a job. And so I don't know if you all remember this video, but we redid this walkway. It was holding water really badly, and the customer said it's been perfect since we did it. And so what we're going to do today is something we talked about last time, is we are going to address the flooding here, and more importantly the flooding here. And so this area just holds water, and according to the homeowner there'll be like quite a bit of water over here. And so what we're going to do today, which I've done a bunch of times, we're going to solve the drainage problem and give the customer some new concrete. So I call it the drainage double whammy. And not only are they spending money for drainage solutions, but they're getting outdoor living space. So Don and Zach are on the way. Jeremy's on the way with some sandrock. We're going to get this dug out today and framed up, and then we'll pour it back. I think I've got concrete coming in 2 days. The other thing I want to do is blow out some of this mulch bed here. I don't know if you can see, but we've got a big hump right there, and that's why the water is holding in that far corner right there. So this should be a pretty straightforward job, but we're going to have huge results. We always call 811, and they say if you even stick a shovel in the ground, you're supposed to call. Well, luckily for us, or unluckily for the homeowner, whichever you want to say, they were planting these little plants the other day, and they cut the fiber optic line. And so what the utility will do is they'll usually run a temporary line like this on the surface. Well, if that hadn't happened, if it hadn't been cut and it had been marked, we would have had to call and say, your line is in our work area. And what they'll do in that case is they'll come out and they'll run the exact same thing, a temporary line. That way we can do our work, cut their old line, and then they'll come back and bury it. So this is actually going to go underneath our new concrete once we put it in. All right, there's Don. Look at that good looking bobcat he's got with him. He borrowed that for a job, one of his jobs, and I actually cleaned it all up for him, so it looks pretty presentable. But anyway, we're about to get this thing rolling, and I've got an empty dump truck here, and then Jeremy's on the way with a load of sandrock. Don was moving some cubes of brick, so he's got the pallet forks on there, and I guess we're gonna go ahead and try using the forks, see how they do. Okay, I didn't bring the beak today because I knew we already had the forks. If we had the beak, we could just clamp on this and pull it off of there. So, yeah, I'm missing it right now, but we're gonna try to break this right here. Yeah. Trying to make some room over here to get those stairs. And I know a lot of people have mentioned in my beak videos that forks are just as good as the beak, but not from what I'm seeing. I won't make that mistake again. we need to get all this organic matter out of here and get some sand rock back in. I just talked to the 811 guy. We are technically a day early, and since we're just doing a little bit over here and the cable was already out of the way, I made the call that we could go ahead and come over here and do it. So hopefully everything will be good. Even though we're going to be coming up quite a bit, we had to get that organic matter out of there because you can't really build on it. So we're going to put it back with sand rock. And while he's here, I think for our drainage we need to just come in here and just blow this whole thing out so that we have good flow. Oh yeah. All right, we got one dump truck full of this stuff coming out, and Jeremy brought the old dump truck with material going back. You look good driving that truck.
Go straight back?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Nice.
Take it down to what you want here. What's this? That cable any good?
Nah.
No, that's weird. Okay, you got it. Okay. All right, that's gonna work, Shawn.
Yeah. It's gonna be tricky, but it's gonna work.
We got it. Got that all day.
We got that all day? Because we got Dawn on the job.
So this right here, we know we can get our fall out of that. We'll just follow the brick.
Yep.
So I'm back in that corner. We put that thing right there. There should be plenty of fall.
Yeah, that's over a brick.
You like it?
I like it.
Okay. That's what we're going with.
I know it kills these concrete guys to put more than a 1/32 of a bubble in concrete, but we're doing drainage work here. Alright, the guys have been working on this for a minute now, and we've got everything where we want it, string line and chalk line wise. So this is definitely a tricky one, and I told the homeowner that, but we're gonna get it right. Okay, I think we've pretty much got it where the guys want it. And I did want to take this moment to show you all this corrugated pipe. So that's what happens with corrugated. You end up with a little tiny trickle of water, and then it just clogs itself completely up. So look at that one. That one got crushed. But my philosophy, don't take the water into the ground. Just let it work on the surface. Let it stay on the surface. So that's what we're doing here. Instead of trying to put a pipe or something or a catch basin there and try to move it out, we're just letting it all flow. Okay, we are ready for concrete, so we'll be back over here, I guess, in a couple days. Are we gonna put a tarp on this?
I don't think we need to.
We are heading back to the shop, and then we'll be back out here in a couple days. You good?
I'm good if you're good.
All right. It ended up raining pretty hard in between when we set it up and then when we poured it, and the homeowner sent me these couple of pictures here and said that even with the rough grading and getting everything set up and ready for concrete, the thing was not holding water anymore like it was before. So even with a couple of showers here with just the sandrock and the rough grading done, he was really, really excited about how it was going to work. Good morning. It's a couple days later and we are ready for concrete. So I put some plastic down, got some plastic on the walls, and the concrete's on the way. All right, guess who just arrived? Oh yeah. Look who's here. We've got a concrete truck. So I guess we're gonna get this thing going. Who we got today? New guy? Nate's back? And he's driving a front number.
ain't any, it's just a little bit. Very little.
I don't know if you need
Got it in here. Got it, Shawn.
Okay, the concrete's on the ground and we're gonna get cleaned up over here. Nate asked when we were gonna pour the driveway because he poured the sidewalk when we did that.
Okay.
Yep, so it's a nice continuity.
Get it.
Nate's all cleaned up and he's out of here. And we'll let this settle a little bit and then we'll decant the supernatant and then drop the concrete onto some plastic over here, get cleaned up. We are just waiting for this concrete to stiffen up a little bit. So it's still pretty new. And we're getting stuff cleaned up.
Hmm?
No, let the professional do it. I got a tape. Boy, that's really gliding through there, isn't it? We're waiting for this to set up, but look what's happening against the brick. It's wicking up that moisture, and so they're going to go in there and run the trowel along that edge first, even though this part of the concrete's still super wet. So the slab is curing and it's curing and tightening up at different rates.
old brimming.
Oh yeah. What are you gonna do for the rest of the day? Okay, the guys just broomed it and it's looking really, really good. I think we'll be back over here. It's supposed to rain, so I think we may be back over here tomorrow to do the finish grading and pull the forms. But this is looking real good. Just looking at this finish grading, the homeowner wants the water to come down here and around. So I think I want to take a little bit more of this and we'll probably just lay it up against the concrete for our finish grading there. Same thing here. I think I just want to take some of this out. We were going kind of easy because of the tree roots, but it's a little bit tricky over here. So anyway, there we go. I'm back out here. It's the next day and I'm pulling some forms and I'm going to get the finish grading all done. So that's what I'm working on right now. This patio is looking really good and the homeowner wants to try to get the water to stay down here and run along and out. So I want to try to blow this out a little bit more, being mindful of the tree roots. And then I want to take this hump right here and use that for my finish grading up against the new concrete and probably the old as well. But the problem is that's a fixed point right there. So I've been talking to the homeowner a little bit about replacing this driveway. If we replace this driveway, we would cut this line right here and we would bring all this up and we'd make it flow a lot better. So whoever did the driveway way back when just wanted the water out here, and this may have been a lot lower too. Whenever you have a big tree like that, it tends to build the ground up. So we can't fault the previous concrete people too much, but we would incorporate it into this. So we're working with that fixed point right there. So let me see what I can do in here. I've got the mini Bobcat with me today, and Don and his crew are on the way. So I'm trying to get a little bit done beforehand. And I'm not sure if you noticed the gutters or not, but I'll talk about those coming up. Okay, this is looking really good now. And so we might get a little bit of pooling here once it kind of wears itself in, but it's looking really good now. So the homeowner's been out here, he's really pleased. It's a nice space now, and so we were talking about using concrete for a drainage solution. So here, now instead of having water up against the house, he's got an actual usable outdoor living space that solved the water problem, as opposed to like putting in a catch basin or something else. So you all know I like the drainage double whammy, using concrete to solve drainage problems. Let's take a quick look at the gutters here. I'm sure you all noticed. So we have one hard 90, hard 90, hard 90, and then a downspout. So if my gutter guy had done that, we would have put the downspout here to stop that last hard 90. The other thing I wanted to show you is we're high up here, we go down, and then we go back up to over here. And if you notice, we have a bunch of black goo right there. So let me get you up there to take a look. I talked to the homeowner about these gutters, and that is overflowing, and I told him once we get concrete in here, who cares if it overflows, because you're on a hard surface there. So at some point he may want to either have these gutters reworked, or the other thing I wanted to show you, they're too low. So come with me, and basically we're trying to sight along the plane of the roof. So somewhere around here or so, you can see the plane of the roof goes up and the gutter is like lower than the plane of the roof. And so these gutters are positioned too low to begin with. So we talked about that. Now this one over here looks good. Take a look at this for comparison. The plane of the roof, you can see it there, and the gutter's up above it. So this part right here is good. So we talked about that quite a bit out here, and he decided to let it go and get the concrete done, get this flooding issue resolved. And he's going to build a wooden step right here. So we talked about leaving the old steps there or just getting rid of them and doing something new. I think he's already got the step built, so he'll be putting that in. And yeah, things are looking really good. All right.
Take it out.
Yeah, we can. If you want to.
It's up to you.
Let's do it, I guess. You talked me into it. Like it too. Good?
Yep.
That it?
That's it.
Take a look at this picture and a couple of videos that the homeowner sent me. Everything is working really well, and he could not be more excited about this. It's no longer holding water, and there's no flooding up against the house. Take a look at this picture that the homeowner sent me after he got everything finished off and looking really good. Take a look at the edge of the patio there. He put some plantings along the one edge and then some bricks as a border along the other edge. And then he also put that border of bricks along the mulch, and that's creating a nice channel for the water to flow around the patio and out of the area. So that's been working really well. He also got the step replaced. He rebuilt that and just put a wooden one in there, and that's looking really good as well. So what do y'all think? This space has completely transformed with the concrete, and not only that, it's not flooding and holding water anymore. So what do y'all think? This is Shawn. I hope you all have enjoyed this very simple and elegant drainage solution. Not only did we solve the standing water in the driveway and up against the house, but we gave the homeowner a really nice outdoor living space. So let me know what you all think about this one. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.